Judge in Florida handed down a ruling about voter fraud that no one saw coming. Democrats are using the courts to try and steal the Florida Senate race. They filed lawsuits that would allow illegal ballots to push their Democrat Senator Bill Nelson over the top. But a judge just handed down this ruling that no one saw coming. Judge ends the Democrats' delay tactics. U.S. District Judge Mark Walker shut down the Democrats' attempts to extend the recount so they could conjure up more ballots. He ruled the counties had to stick by the state law that said machine recounts must be completed by 3 p.m. Thursday, otherwise they must use the election night tally to certify their results. But he also ripped the local Democrat officials who turned the recount into a three-ring circus with illegal and incompetent conduct. "We have been the laughingstock of the world, election after election, and we chose not to fix this," Judge Walker declared. This ruling stunned observers. Walker is an Obama appointee. So Democrats went into the hearing thinking they had it in the bag. This was especially true after Walker ruled that election officials had to allow voters on 4,000 provisional and mail-in ballots to correct mismatched signatures. Officials in 45 counties had rejected these ballots. Walker's ruling that they had until 5 p.m. Saturday to make these illegal ballots eligible to count boosted the Democrats' spirits. The precise issue in this case is whether Florida's law that allows county election officials to reject vote by mail and provisional ballots for mismatched signatures with no standards, an illusory process to cure, and no process to challenge the rejection passes constitutional muster, the judge wrote in his ruling. The answer is simple. It does not. Scott led by just 12,000 votes and Democrats thought if they could continue to string out the recount, they could dig up enough votes to win. However, Walker's second ruling put an end to that nonsense. The recount leads to unexpected results. Palm Beach County could not finish their recount by the 3 p.m. deadline. So they had to use the election night vote total. Broward County did complete their machine recount in time. But no one could believe what the results showed. While both candidates lost votes, Nelson ended up losing even more. So Scott actually grew his lead over Nelson once the Democrats' stronghold completed their recount. Washington Post journalist Beth tweeted out the results. In Broward, it appears that under the machine recount, both Senate candidates lost votes. Nelson lost 1,385 while Scott lost 606. Rick Scott reacted to the news by calling on Nelson to concede the race. He tweeted, "With the statewide machine recount finished, our margin of victory has increased by nearly 1,000 votes. Send Bill Nelson, it's time to admit this race is over." Of course Nelson has not yet thrown in the towel. He is holding out hope to steal the election in the hand recount which begins this weekend. We will keep you up to date on any new developments in this ongoing story.